Welcome to the Embodied Empath Podcast, the space where sensitive, intuitive women learn to regulate their nervous system, heal anxiety, and live with grounded confidence. I'm your host, Valerie Lundgren. Let's begin. Okay, so let me ask you something gently. Have you ever finally had time to rest? And instead of relaxing, you actually felt anxious? Maybe you felt guilty or restless or like something bad was about to happen. Maybe your body gets tense when you stop and you relax. Maybe your mind races the moment things get quiet. Maybe slowing down feels more uncomfortable than being busy. If that's you, don't worry, nothing's wrong with you. I've been there too. Welcome to the Embodied Empath Podcast. I'm your host, Valerie Lundgren, and today we're talking about something that surprises so many women. Rest doesn't always feel safe. And it's not because you don't want it, but because your nervous system learned something very different. Rest is not neutral for a nervous system shaped by survival. For many women, rest feels dangerous because at some point in your life, slowing down meant something was wrong, that being still could mean that you were being vulnerable. Rest also meant you were exposed, or nothing bad ever happened until you stopped. So your body learned movement keeps me safe. Staying busy keeps me ahead. If I stop, I'll fall apart. This isn't laziness avoidance. This is a protective wiring. So let's talk about what's happening biologically. When you've lived in chronic stress, your nervous system becomes familiar with the sympathetic activation, doing, managing, anticipating, and fixing. So your body associates movement with control, productivity with safety, and vigilance with survival. So when you attempt to rest, your nervous system doesn't experience relief. It experiences a loss of control. And when control drops, the system asks, what am I about to feel that I've been avoiding? Because rest removes distraction. And distraction often protects us from grief, anger, exhaustion, sadness, our unmet needs, resentment, or identity lost. So anxiety shows up not because rest is wrong, but because rest opens up the door to the unfelt emotion. Women are more often conditioned to equate rest with selfishness, laziness, irresponsibility, or failure. Especially women who are caregivers, helpers, mothers, entrepreneurs, empaths, or the strong one, quote unquote. Many women are praised for over-functioning, pushing through, ignoring their bodies, being available at all times, being superwoman. So rest doesn't challenge the nervous system, it challenges our identity. Who am I if I'm not needed? Who am I if I'm not productive? Who am I if I stop holding everything together? That question alone can trigger anxiety. And empaths, we often use movement, productivity, and caretaking as regulation. Because when you stop doing, you start feeling. And empaths feel everything, right? So when we have rest, it removes that external focus. And your nervous system turns inward. And then suddenly you notice, there's tension I've been carrying. There's emotions that I have been containing, that I'm holding. This fatigue that I've been overriding. I'm actually tired. And your needs have been postponed. Your body isn't punishing you. It's just finally speaking. So for many women, they fear rest because subconsciously they believe if I stop, I won't be able to start again. Or if I feel this, I'll drown in it. Oof, that's a heavy one. And if I slow down, I'll lose control. That was me so much so when I was in my whirlwind of anxiety days. This is a nervous system that hasn't yet learned that rest is a place I can return from. Rest is a place I can return from. So instead of deep rest, the system chooses scrolling, numbing out, overworking, staying busy, constant low-level stress. Because that feels familiar. Not healthy, but familiar. So I want you to notice this week if there's times where you are ignoring the rest. And how does it feel to just take even 5 minutes of rest? Laying down, closing your eyes for 5 minutes to breathe. What does that feel like? Notice what comes up. Now we're going to go into a somatic practice. This is so that we can feel safe while we rest. This practice is for nervous system symptoms, systems that panic when they stop. So we are not forcing rest. We are introducing rest in tolerable doses. Okay, so I want you to go ahead and sit comfortably. And let's place one hand on your chest and one on your belly or your thighs. And keep your eyes open. This matters. Now take a breath in and let it go. And then choose one of these things that I mentioned. Just choose one. Leaning back slightly, softening your shoulders, or rest your hands even heavier, putting more pressure on the hands. So just choose one of those. Which one do you pick? And while you pause, say silently, I am resting and I'm still in control. Now gently come back to a neutral posture. That's it. Rest doesn't need to be this long, drawn out thing. It just needs to be safe. So you are teaching your nervous system, I can pause and nothing bad happens. This is how our capacity is built. So try this practice throughout the week. Just take a 10-second pause. Notice your body. I am resting and I'm still in control. And I know there's going to be some resistance, even in that 10 seconds. You might feel uncomfortable. Sit with the uncomfortable. Sit in that for a moment because it will pass. So just know that rest is not collapse. Rest is not quitting. Rest is not losing momentum. Rest is integration. So rest allows us, the nervous system, to downshift. It helps our hormones to stabilize. We need that. Emotions to metabolize. So that means we can digest our emotions better and understand them. Clarity to return. That means coming kind of back home to yourself. And this identity to recalibrate and reset ourselves. You don't heal in a constant motion. You heal in the pauses, in that uncomfortable space. Yeah. So if rest has felt unsafe for you, if it doesn't mean that your, nervous system is bad. It just means that it has learned to survive without that rest. So then doing is again retraining and learning something new. And it's going to be uncomfortable. But once you do it a couple times and you start feeling that safety, your body will start integrating, the nervous system will start integrating, and everything will come into alignment, and rest will finally feel safe, loving, and comfortable for you. So, if this episode helped you understand yourself a little bit more deeply, go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss what's next. You can share this with a woman who can't slow down without that guilt. You can also download your free nervous system PDF at mindfulwellness.me. Remember, you don't have to earn rest. Your body deserves it. So I'll see you on the next episode. If this episode supported you, share it with another empath who needs it. And if you're ready for deeper work, somatic coaching, nervous system healing, or my Embodied Reset program, just visit mindfulwellness.me. Your healing is not a solo journey. See you next week.